We know he's not dead.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Season 4 of Survival of the Fittest. This is Episode 8, and then there were 3.
Okay guys, just going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for Survival of the Fittest. This one is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 4. This is going to be for Episode 8, which is titled, And There Were Two. So, this is my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest. Next week, we're going to have the double penultimate, and then we're going to have the season finale after that, and then that will wrap Season 4 of Survival of the Fittest. So, we only got a couple weeks left in terms of reviews and in terms of the show. It definitely does feel like this season is winding down, and that's one thing that this episode kind of gave me vibes of. Is that we're very much nearing the end, and in particular the promo for the final two episodes, and then the finale, of course. But two of the final episodes we got a promo for last night as well too. Now, all right. Not a fan of this week's episode, guys. Not a big fan of this episode. It really was just simply a story, kind of builder, if you ask me, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I will say that I just kind of feel like this episode, a lot of it kind of didn't need to happen, if you ask me personally. There's a lot of things in this one that I would have done differently, and I would have, probably preferred if they would, maybe if things were done a little bit differently. And we're going to discuss that a little bit. So this episode, the main focus, I would say, is on Ramsey's group, of course, with Cade and Derek. Now, so you know what? Yeah, let's start there. So basically, in this episode, we get to see Cade and Derek that are captured. They kind of, team up with Ramsey in this one. That's at least the impression I get, and Ramsey's kind of warming up to Cade a little bit or some weird stuff like that. And basically, we get to see some fun action scenes, like we see some stuff, but essentially, it just basically goes, I'm not even going to really recap this too much. Basically, it just ends with Ramsey's group getting killed by Derek kind of starting it. Cade kind of flips on Ramsey's, kills him, and basically says that he's responsible for Jack's death. Is that right? So, I don't know, guys. I am very lost when it comes to this. I'm going to be very, very honest about that. There's probably something I'm missing, and if there is, let me know, because I am confused all hell. I'm going to be honest. I really am not understanding what this whole thing was about. And honestly, I don't know, guys. I really don't understand what the, overall point of this was in the end. So, Ramsey's character, all I'm going to say is disappointed. Honestly, I'm very disappointed in his character. Thought we were going to see something more. Thought we were going to see his character, become something else. And it just, I don't know, the whole time, it was just a question mark this whole episode. Like, what is going on? Like, what is the point of, all of this? So, I don't know, guys. That didn't really do it for me. I wasn't a big fan of basically any of that. I just kind of thought it was kind of an idea to push out the story, and to kind of flesh out the story until the Godfather can come in and be our main villain again. It just feels like more, kind of extending the season, adding stuff in there, and just not having an overall impact. Like, I left the Ramsey's, storyline with no kind of feeling. Like, I didn't feel, satisfied with it. I didn't even feel like, angry about it. I didn't feel anything. I was just like, okay, like, I don't know. I thought we were going to get more, and I guess maybe I went in with too high expectations, but I didn't, I don't know, guys. I really just don't know what to say about it. So, he's dead. We got Cade and Derek that are going to go back, and go back where? To the Godfather's place? Are they going to try to, there's just so much there that just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I'm confused. I'm confused all hell with that. I'm going to be honest. So, now let's talk about the next storyline, okay? So we've got Blair. Blair returns to the Godfather. The Godfather doesn't trust him, but he lets him, after everything, the Godfather lets him roam free. 2 minutes later, he betrays him, and he sees Greg, and they're trying to make a plan to get out. Then the Godfather captures Blair and locks him up. That's the whole plot of this whole thing. Not understanding this one either. not understanding why the Godfather took a chance on Blair, not understanding why any of that went the way it did. I like, and I kind of liked it at first, like when you've got Greg and stuff, and Blair's about to get Greg out, and it's just like, oh, frig, like we're about to see him try to get him out. Maybe we're going to see like a chase scene where they're going to have to try to get out of there quietly and stuff, and it's going to be really cool. But no, he just gets captured 2 seconds later, and then he gets thrown in a cell. Again, guys, I just don't know what to say about it. I really don't. Like, it's just there. Honestly, I'm sorry, and I'm really trying to remain as positive as I can in this review. But again, that's another storyline I just really did not care about. Now, the final one in this episode, and the big storyline, is with David, as we see some scenes with him in the community with Carter. Now, those scenes I actually like. I actually like those scenes quite a bit when he's talking with Carter, but then he decides to venture out. He leaves the community in Jeremy's hands and basically goes out there, and we've got some scenes with him and Morgan. Now, this is actually, ironically, the best part of the episode for me. I actually really like when we get to see Morgan in this one. Him talking with Morgan, you kind of see that he's still, dealing with a lot. And, okay, now, basically, Dante was spying on the community last episode, and then in this one, he comes and he attacks David. And, I liked it at first because we got to see a really cool shootout. I'm going to be honest, this is the best part of the episode for me. I really like this. It's some cool action sequences, some cool stuff like that. Survival's always good for that. But I'm going to be honest, the momentum really just died down when you've got David that gets away, and then I was like, oh, frig, okay, you know what? Maybe we're going to see a chase scene, or maybe we're going to see something like that, And I was fine with it. I'm like, okay, like, he gets away, that just means that, it's going to be even harder for David, and that's what Dante said. It's like, we're going to do it the hard way. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's see what we get. Then we just cut to him back at the community. So, what was the overall point of this? Like, why did he go out there? Why, I don't know. He goes out there, and then he's back at the community, and then we're right back at where we were at the end of episode 7. Like, there's no story progression. Think about it. And I want you guys to listen to me when I'm saying this. Like, seriously, focus on what I'm saying here, so you guys, don't just say, oh, Dan, it's this and that. Listen to this, okay? Episode 7 ends with David in the community, and Dante is spying on him, plotting to kill him. Episode 8 ends. Right before the ending, it's the same thing. David and everybody living whatever in the community, and Dante is spying on them from a distance, plotting to kill David. It's the same thing. Like, there's no story progression, and that's my main flaw with this episode. I don't understand the whole thing. Like, what was the point of the whole shootout? What was the point of this whole thing? When, at the end of episode 7, Dante could have just done it then. That's my main thing. Dante could have just tried to kill David then. And that's my main point about it. So, to me, it's just a ploy to stretch out the storyline. And I hate to say that because I want to say it in the nicest way I can. It's a way to just stretch out the storyline. It's a way to flesh things out kind of a little bit too much to where we can get more episodes out of it. That's just my opinion. Because this could have been this storyline could have moved way faster than it did. And that's my main problem about it. This could have been summed up so much faster, and honestly, it just makes the ending for me, even makes me more pissed off. I'm going to be honest. Because then we get David that gets shot, okay? And the second that David gets shot, I was like, really? We're doing this? Like, really? And okay. I like the scene. It's well done. It's a very well done scene. I like it. Everybody's running out and all that. But then you get Clay that gets tased, I believe. You get Jeremy that's running out. You get the whole thing. You're not sure if David's going to make it. You know he's going to, because you know that he's going to survive till the final season. And if he died right there, and if this was a whole trick, I would have been even more pissed off. But no, of course we see that he's going to be okay. In a post-credit scene at the very, very end, we find out that he's going to be all right. And that, I guess Jeremy's going to be leading the community for now until, until they show up. Which I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, why don't y'all get Clay to do it, honestly? Anyway, so, all right, guys, this is a really just complicated review for me, because you guys know I love this show. I really, really do. And I really, really enjoyed Season 3 of Survival of the Fittest. I really, really did. even though there's certain episodes in this season that I do like, there are certain seasons in season 4 of Survival of the Fittest I do like. And you know, Matt, you do an amazing job on this, dude. Like, honestly, you do an amazing job on this show. So please don't take this to offense. I'm just saying my opinion on this, but I'm just gonna say this. I have to say it because I've seen enough of the season to say this. Until I see the rest of the season, I do think this is the weakest season of the show so far. I do. I definitely have to say that. It doesn't quite meet up to what the other seasons have really done. And, you know, I just have to kind of say that because I do think that after seeing this episode, I wasn't sure about it at first. It's not a bad season by any means. It just is the weakest of the 4. I have to say that. So, anyway, that is my thoughts. Guys, I really just don't know what else to say about this episode. Aside from this, I'm only going to give it a 5. Honestly, guys, that's all I can give this one. It's not really aging the best for me, honestly. There's a lot of stuff in here I just do not understand. A lot of stuff that's flushed out too much, and just some, you know, not really a fake out, but just another moment in this one that, you know, with David at the end, not a fan. A lot of the stuff was stretched out. Some stuff I was confused. Some stuff I didn't understand the point. I really think that a lot of this could have been in episode 7, and even Ramses as a character could have been honestly deleted from the story. I'm going to be honest about that. So, anyway, that is my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of Survival of the Fittest. Let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you're new here, click to subscribe and tune in to some of my videos for Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dan's Walk TV, so scum, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?